So today we will continue our previous lecture. Motion of the follower with uniform acceleration and retardation. Okay, this is the third kind of motion that follower is following or follower is moving with. So let's see how to draw how to draw displacement diagram for this kind of motion: uniform acceleration and retardation. So beginning steps are common. On y-axis there will be displacement and x-axis there will be crank angle. And we will draw a line at a distance s from x-axis. On x-axis we are having cam rotation angle. Then according to scale, जो भी हमने स्केल लिया होगा उसके अकॉर्डिंगली हम मार्क करेंगे दैट इज रिप्रेजेंटिंग 360 डिग्री मीन्स वन कंप्लीट रिवॉल्यूशन ऑफ कैम. Then whatever data given to you, according to that, mark this rise period, dwell period and return period. Okay, आपको प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट में एंगल दिए गए होंगे, उसके अकॉर्डिंगली आपको स्केल मल्टीप्लाई करके ऐसा राइज ड्वेल और रिटर्न मार्क करना होगा. These are the common steps. Theta O is the angle, rise angle or angle of ascent. Theta D angle of dwell and theta R angle of return. These steps are common in all the procedures, all the motions. Now we will see the new one. This is the follower. First, we will divide this rise period into 6 equal number of parts and dwell period or sorry return period into 6 equal number of parts. You have to divide it into even equal number of parts. Even means 4, 6, 8 likewise. I am taking 6 divisions. So we are dividing rise period and return period into 6 equal number of parts. Then on this middle line or line number 3, we are dividing this line, vertical line, that is displacement S, into 6 equal number of parts. Okay. If I am dividing this rise period into 6 equal number of parts, then I am required to divide this vertical line into 6 equal number of parts. If I am taking 8 division, then I have to divide this vertical line into 8 equal number of parts. Then do the naming A, B, C, D, E up to F. Then from left corner, you can see here, we have to join these divisions like this. From left corner, join A, B, C, and from right top corner, join C, D, E. Observe it once again. We have to join these points. Now, on the return side, if the return stroke is also following uniform acceleration retardation motion, then do the same procedure on return stroke. But now on return stroke, you connect in opposite direction. Okay, GHI naming and connect in opposite manner like this. So observe this. During return stroke, we are using left top corner for joining upper digits and right bottom corner for joining this lower division. While in rise stroke, we are doing in opposite manner. Keep this thing in mind. Now, at the intersection of this first line, purple color line, and this line vertical going up from 1, that at the intersection we can get 1 point. Similarly, for this second line, purple color line, and This line number 2, that is vertical, at the intersection of both, we are getting another point. Likewise, third line from 3, then this fourth line from 4, and fifth line from 5, and sixth will be on rightmost corner. So likewise, you will get different points. One thing many students will do the mistake is they will mark this point over here. But keep in mind the fourth number line should be intersected with this fourth. Then do the naming, small a, b, c, d, e, f. Then on the right side, follow the same procedure. But now in opposite manner. The line going through edge will intersect it with 7. Likewise, so on. Then after getting these points, do the naming and draw a smooth curve passing through all these points. You can see we are getting smooth curve. Similarly during dual period and return period. Now you observe over here. I have taken different angle lengths. ये जो राइज एंगल है उसका वैल्यू डिफरेंट है और रिटर्न वैल्यू है रिटर्न एंगल है उसका वैल्यू डिफरेंट है. So you can observe that the return curve and rise curve slightly looks different because their length is different. Okay, this one is you can say it is stretched one. So observe the motion during rise period. First follower will move up, then during dwell period, follower will maintain its location. Then during return period, the follower will again come back to its original position. So this is how you are required to construct displacement diagram for follower moving with uniform acceleration and retardation. You can see over here that the starting and end of this motion is smooth. You observe this, it's smooth motion as compared to uniform velocity. What was there in uniform velocity? Starting was sudden and end was sudden. But in this, the starting is smooth as well as end is also smooth. So this is uniform acceleration and retardation. Now let's move ahead for next motion, that is motion of the follower with cycloidal motion. Means when the follower is moving like cycloidal motion, then at that time how to construct the displacement diagram. We all know the basic definition of cycloidal curve. It is a curve traced by a point on the periphery of a circle when the circle is rolling on a straight line. यहाँ पे जो लाइट ब्लू कलर का कर्व ट्रेस हुआ है, this shape is actually cycloidal shape. Now mind well, many a times a portion of cycloidal curves are present. If I draw this curve, then this curve is also cycloidal curve. It is some portion of a complete curve. So that is the cycloidal motion. But now how to construct it for follower motion? Let's have a look at it. Okay, first starting procedure same. Draw line at distance s. On horizontal axis we are having crank rotation angle. and mark the 360-degree distance and divide this 360-degree into respective rise, dwell or return period. Then what you have to do, divide the rise period into 6 equal number of parts and return period also into 6 equal number of parts. Now the starting procedure is same, but the next step is different. Observe what is happening. On this lower bottom corner, lower left corner, we are drawing a circle whose radius is equal to s by 2 pi, where s is the displacement. Now why this is taken so? If you recall the steps of drawing the cycloid from engineering graphics, you will observe that this part covered by cycloidal curve or this circle, this is actually distance s, and s is equal to 2 pi r. Okay, this distance is actually the periphery of this circle. In this animation you observe. Okay, observe once it starts again. Observe this point. Okay, this point now you observe over here. Here, when it is going up, this point is moving up. You see it is ending here. So one revolution will bring you this point at a distance of 2 pi. So you can say it is equal to the periphery of this circle, and periphery of this circle is given by 2 pi r. So this distance covered is actually equal to 2 pi r. So r is the radius of this circle. So let's quickly go to it. So we are drawing a circle of radius is equal to s by 2 pi on the lower left corner. Now concentrate on this portion only. So we will divide this circle into 6 equal number of parts. So we are taking 6 equal number of parts because we have divided this rise period into 6 equal number of parts. So divide this circle into 6 equal number of parts. You can see we are placing the points at the angle of 60 degree, because 360 divided by 6 is 60. Divide this circle into 6 equal number of parts and do the numbering like this. Okay. 1 starting from here in clockwise direction, 1 2 3 4 5 6. Can now connect points like this. Connect this 1 with 2, 3 with 6 and 4 with 5, and draw a vertical line like this, which is passing from center. So you can find the intersection of vertical line and these horizontal lines. So mark those points, then connect the center of the circle with the opposite corner of this rise period, or simply connect two opposite corners. It is the same. Then draw a line parallel to this one passing from this point, intersection point. Similarly, draw a line parallel to this one and passing from this point like this. So this will actually represent the straight line on which our roller or circle is actually revolving or rotating. Now we have given the numberings. So this line actually is for number 1 and 2. The center line is for number 3 and 6. And this topmost line is for number 4 and 5 because it is emanating from that 4 and 5 line. So at the intersection of this line, purple color line passing, going from 1 with this vertical one line, we can mark the point 1, and from 2 we can mark the point 2. This line over here is going to this point which is on the line 1 2. So 1 and 2 will be over here. Then 3 will be at center because this line is passing from 3 which is intersecting this vertical line at here. Then 4 and 5, you can see 4 and 5 is on this line. So 4 is here and 5 is here. 4 and 5, and the sixth one, 6 कहाँ पे है, यहाँ से पास हो रहा है. So at the intersection you will get the another point. So like this, you have to mark these points and give the naming A, B, C, D up to F. Now let's come back to our big picture. So we have marked these points using the procedure of drawing cycloidal curve. Then simply draw horizontal projections now. If in problem statement you are given that the return motion is also cycloidal motion, then simply draw the horizontal projections from these points like this. The projection of A is going all the way to this line. So you can see this rise and return are actually opposite kind. Reverse pattern you have to follow. And line B is going up to this line, likewise so on. Then at the intersection we can get different points, name the points and draw a curve, smooth curve passing from all these points like this. So this curve over here is a cycloidal curve, or you can say some portion of the combination of portion of cycloidal curve. Let me show you where it is. If you observe this curve, sorry, 0 to C, this curve, it is actually a segment of this cycloidal curve, reverse one. And if you observe another curve C to F, it is another portion of a cycloidal curve. So don't get confused that cycloidal curve is like this, why we have drawn this kind of curve. It is a combination of two cycloid portions. Similarly on return side. So this is how you are required to construct displacement diagram when the follower is moving with cycloidal motion. The follower is having cycloidal motion. So according to these motions, we will generate cam profiles